Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have Throwback Thursday to share with you. Before we go any further, nothing on my nails, but I do have Sultry in the Revlon Color Burst Matte Balm on my lips. It is gloomy out. I mean, we're very thankful for the rain. I know that there's a lot of places in this world that has had too much water. We've had very little water. In fact, we've had probably more rain in the last day and a half than we did since June. Put together. So it's also very nice to see, but I know in about 3 months time when we have a lot of rain, they'll be like, okay, I'm done with the rain, let's move along, bring in some more sunshine, because I do live in one of a very rainforesty portion of Canada. So anyway, so this week's Throwback Thursday is brought to us by Pinkwear Bunny, also known as my friend Christine. So Christine chose Hickory Clove by DW Home. And this one here is in a single wick, but we'll get to that in a moment. I did go online and find out the description of this candle on the DW Home website. They describe this one as musk-infused oakwood, bright greens and warm amber, gently spiced evergreen, and hints of autumn herbs float above the clove and smooth vanilla bourbon. That's exactly how they wrote it. All right, so as I said, this is a single wick, and I'll show you in a moment. They always have like an hour stamp on the front of these candles. Generally, they've got the single wicks, single wick, double wick, or a triple wick. And anyway, so the single wick has 33 hours right there. It's a really nice dark brown, smoky. It's very fitting for the name of this candle. And here is the candle at this point. I trim my wick every single time before I go to burn it again, so you can sort of see it's pretty long there. And there's a little bit of spongy marks, which is known to happen with DW Home candles, especially single wicks. I find single wicks do this more often to me, and it seems to always be on one side, and yet the wick is right down the center of the candle. So with that being said, I picked this up at Winners for $7.99 over a year ago. So I did pick this up. Scent appeal on cold. I'm not normally a kind of person to pick up this type of candle, but I think I picked this up thinking like, it's okay, it's a decent candle. I'll put it into my Throwback Thursday. So out of a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, on cold, when I picked it up in the store, I would guess that at that point, I would probably about 6.5. So there you go. I have to say, because of the strength, because of the mixture of scents in here, they're very strong. Cloves, I definitely get cloves, not cloves. I don't know what an autumn herb is. Is that what you put in spaghetti? Like, I don't know what an autumn herb is. I'm just thinking like basil and, you know, just those types of spices. Thyme. I don't know what an autumn basil is. I don't necessarily get vanilla anything because the other scents are stronger and they come clawing out a lot further. What's that smell that I'm getting? I think it's the evergreen. I get the musk-infused oakwood and the evergreen the most out of this. So mixed together, it's not one or the other. It's definitely a battle of those scents that are together. Yeah, that's what I get. So I don't know what makes this hickory, as in hickory and clove. I don't know. I do like it. I mean, it's very different. It's more of a heady winter, obviously, winter or fall scent. That's really what I'm getting, musk-infused oakwood and evergreen. Yeah, but I will say, while it's burning, this little tiny candle, also too, I've always say this, dependent on what the timestamp is at the front of your candle, again, this one says 33 hours burn time, add 30% at least to that burn time, because I always find I get way more burn from a DW Home candle than I do from, say, Bath & Body Works. Bath & Body Works ranges, like, so say, like, 24 to 40 hours. Well, I'm lucky if I get 20 hours from Bath & Body Works candle, unless it has a puny wick syndrome, and then sadly, I probably end up stop burning it because it's starting to stink. But these ones never give me problems when it comes to stinking. Of course, these single wicks definitely tunnel at the beginning, but actually compared to the one that I did not long ago, the maple can't remember now. But anyway, the maple one I did for the very first Throwback Thursday for the fall, that one tunneled quite a bit and took a long time to write itself. This is at halfway. We're right about here. And it actually is doing really well. And yeah, there's a little squidgy mark on the side, and that'll slide down to some point, and no big deal. The sitting, I don't get a whole lot of sitting off of this. The wicks are super long after burning. I think the last time I burnt this was on the weekend, because I haven't been home all week. And I want to say I probably burnt it for like 4 or 5 hours before bed, but between when I got home from work and before bed. So that's pretty good. So I definitely trim my wicks prior to my next burn, but that's, you know, a good mushroom top on that. For throw wise, for this little candle, but again, because of the notes that are involved in this candle, I find that they're a very strong scents anyway. So I'm glad that it throws, because if it didn't, then I'm like, well, that's dumb, because it's strong to sniff, but you know, it would suck if it didn't throw out there into the universe kind of thing, into my home. The throw on this one, out of a scale of 1 to 10, I would say a 7, which is pretty good for a tiny little candle, and I had it in my kitchen area. So part of this great room. And a great room for me, and someone asked me what a great room one is. For me, my great room is my living room, my dining room, my kitchen. I also have that's the hallway, and down into that hallway. This candle does seep probably up to where that would cut off into that hallway, and then that it basically is in the kitchen, living room, and dining room is for me. So a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna say, yeah, that's I think I said 7, because I'd say that that's a good strong 7. Again, for a tiny little candle, it's almost a little soapy, I will say that. It's kind of like a soap that you could probably get. Anyway, I wouldn't repurchase this again, but I'm glad I did, and of course I'm going to continue burning this. So there we go. So thank you very much, Pinkware Bunny, also known as my friend Christine. So thank you very much, Christine, for picking this one. I liked it. It was very nice. It's something different, because you guys know I'm not normally into those types of scent notes. So now we're going to go into the first person down below to pick either a melt or a candle that I will melt or burn all week, and come back to you again on Thursday with a review. I will do that. So one person down below. Okay, so let's start with Wax Melts this time. Kirshner's Creations Pumpkin Pie Supreme Hippie Corn. And we got vintage, oh no, sorry, this is Destination Wax Zucchini Bread Apple Pumpkin. A Scoopable Tarts and Circus Concessions Monster. Sweet Potato Pie, Sassy Girl Aroma. Mini pie, or like a mini cupcake or whatever you want to call it, from Sassy Girl Aroma, Raspberry Brulee Creme de la Creme. And lastly for the melts is the Great Pumpkin from Vintage Chic Scents. All right, and moving on to the candles to choose from. All right, let's go to Yankee. We've got Spice Cupboard, Autumn Festival, from, oh, and we'll continue with Yankee, sorry. Moroccan Argan Oil. We've got a root candle in blue basil. A root candle travel size in mulled cider. A couple left are Bath & Body Works. This is Black Cherry Merlot in the mason jar. And lastly, we have Pumpkin Spice from Bath & Body Works. So you guys, that's it. Thank you very much for joining me, and another Throwback Thursday is in the books. All right, you guys, as always, be safe and have fun.